Hi Internet! So I finished this book called Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and I gotta say, you gotta read this book. It is very good. Very good. So let me start off with the summary for this book. The story is about a 10-year-old kid named August Pullman, and he is born with this facial deformity. And from my memory from the book, I think that he has droopy eyes, asymmetrical ears that are cauliflower shaped, and he describes himself looking like a duck. So he's obviously garnered some strange looks growing up, strange reactions to his face, just walking around in public. The important people in this book are his sister Via, short for Olivia, his dog Daisy, who's fat and old and waddles around the house, his loving parents, like extremely loving parents. I love them so much. And the classmates. Another peculiarity about August Pullman is that he was also homeschooled from when he was really young until the age of 10, for obvious reasons. I mean, his parents were really worried about him being picked on by other kids, and you know, kids can be really cruel sometimes. By the time he turns 10, his mom essentially makes him go to middle school. And so the story starts off with him starting to go to middle school and having to deal with puberty, with girls, with social hierarchy, and just everything that sucks about middle school. So let's first discuss the book cover. It is an amazing book cover. It is so simplistic, and it really reminds me of The Fault in Our Stars and how classic and timeless it looks. It's just really pretty, and it's something I can't wait to put on my bookshelf. So there's a few things you should know about this book. This book is first person. It is mostly in the perspective of August Pullman, and he is a very eloquent 10-year-old child, which I really get because he is incredibly smart. As you know, a lot of homeschooled kids are actually really, really intelligent. And so that made total sense to me. What's really kind of weird about this novel is that it has different perspectives. I don't know, I think I've mentioned this before in my previous videos that I don't really like multiple points of views in books. It just bothers me because, I don't know, you spend a chunk of this book just like sympathizing with a character, learning about this character, and becoming essentially one with this character. Book readers are crazy, that's basically what I'm saying. But when writers change the perspective on me so much, it just makes me, I don't know, not care about the characters as much, I guess. Especially if their point of view is not very long and actually not very fleshed out in a way, because this book is, you know, obviously about this one character, August Pullman, and yet there are so many different perspectives, and I get it. They're all about August, but I never really sympathized or cared about some of the points of view, so that was a little difficult for me to get through in terms of reading this book. What I liked about this book is that it has so many great lines in there. I remember this quote said by August's mom. She says that she believes there are more nice people in the world than there are mean people, and the nice people are always going to be there to protect the others from the mean people, and I totally agree with that. I also really liked August a lot, and that's why it kind of broke me whenever the author just switched perspectives on me and pulled me away from August, because I'm so invested in this character. I loved him so much. He was so funny and so honest, and yeah, I don't know, I really like that character. He's so cute, and he's a really great friend too. I mean, we don't really have a lot of characters that are really genuinely great friends. I felt that the relationships were established before the author had to tell us that the relationship was established. I mean, you could see it just unfold before your eyes, before, you know, anyone had to say anything, and I love that. I love that. It was such great writing technique. The author is obviously well read in many cases, because there's a lot of allusions to other books, and also a really great writer because she does not she shows instead of tells, and I truly appreciate that as a writer myself when other writers do that. It just holds the reader to a higher standard of critical thinking and learning. What I disliked, obviously the point of view stuff just kind of turned me off a little bit. There were some points where the author didn't have to put in some, what is it called, adverbs in there. I mean, I totally got it without the adverbs. There's quite a lot in this book. And I caught a few typos in there, like about 3 or so. It definitely like made me stop. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, you know, it happens. Humans are full of error and they're creatures of error, so of course it happens, but I really like books that don't have errors in them because I could just like read it straight through. I just sound like a diva with books right now, but you know, I can't help it. I can't help who I am on the inside. So if I would rate it, I would rate it 5 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. It's not very hard for me to rate books really high. I mean, I know other reviewers and booktubers, they have a sort of system with their ratings and they'll like tack off a star if they kind of don't like it or they have a few problems with it, but not me. I know how hard it is to write a book. I know that it requires so much time and effort and there's always going to be something wrong with it. Please check out this book. It is really great. I'll put the information in the I should make up a name for the place. Like a literary nerdy one. Maybe Game of Thrones related. Okay, well that's it for me for today, and yeah, stick around for books or for wow words for stuff later. Yes, that was eloquent. Concise too. Yeah. Great. Bye.